Hey everyone, it is time for BS Radar, hashtag BS Radar. I've got Dana Doswell here today. How are you, Dana?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me.
No worries, my pleasure. Now, Dana's got an awesome tagline. It fits in beautifully well with what we do here on BS Radar. So what she does is she helps English and Spanish-speaking executives use communication as a growth mechanism, which I love. She's got clients through North America, Latin America. Definitely check out her profile. I just checked out her site. Super cool. Now, for those who have not tuned into this before, BS Radar, basically I tap founders and leaders on the shoulder and I ask them what's their one hot tip if they're sitting on the interviewer side of an interview to sniff out the BS from a candidate. We just had a chat now, Dana. There's lots of good talent out there. What do you see as the number one tip that you're using right now? Go.
For sure. So for me, the most important thing is that somebody is able to describe what their responsibilities should be before you spoon feeding it to them, because a lot of job descriptions are really generic no matter what it is. So when somebody comes in, I always ask them, how would you describe the top 3 responsibilities you should have in this role and why? So what this does is, without giving any pretext as to, here's what it is, you actually get an understanding of how they think about the role, how it fits in operationally, and you can see if they've done it before. And that's super key. And the example is, recently I was helping a client hire a director of marketing. And for me, it's super important that somebody at that level takes revenue responsibility, and marketing should, specifically because this client had a massive outbound sales team. And this is kind of the first in-house marketing person. So when we asked the question, literally the first thing that she said was, well, the first thing we need to understand is what the revenue responsibility is for marketing and how you guys are deciding on that right now, which made me super happy.
That's so good.
But that's so important, because you get to see how the person sees themselves actually executing without giving any of these situational, if you were doing this, how would you do it? You just get it right from the mind.
100%. That's so good. And also, you'll know straight away if you've got someone sitting across the table from you or across the Zoom call from you who's just memorized that PD, and they're just like, okay, well, I know, this is what they've said as the responsibilities and the criteria for what I'm going to be doing. I'll just try to remember 3 of those things and just spit them back at them, which is not helpful at all.
Exactly. It just builds credibility on the interviewee side if they have the right answers. And if not, no hard feelings. That's the way life is.
Love it. That is awesome. Thanks so much, Dana. So if anyone's got any questions or feedback, if you've had that thrown at you before, maybe throw some comments below. But that's an awesome one. In fact, I'm going to use that myself. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Dana. Bye-bye.
Ciao.